Welcome back to Crime and Plastic. It's been a few minutes since we were last talking to each other. A week since we've been talking to you. So what have you been up to in the last 5 minutes?
I went to the bathroom and did a number one.
And you, San Razul?
I spoke to my realtor on the phone. There was this, I'm like really into industrial style lofts
Now,
now.
Yeah,
once
shit.
I found one,
No. I promise you, I've always liked that style, but it's like there's not a lot in Miami.
right?
And like, do you remember? I always talk about my friend Pablo lived in this
Yes.
industrial style loft in Brickell
Yes.
like many years ago, and it was so fucking cool.
How do you find apartment searching in Miami? Do you think it's hard? Is it
It's not hard if you're a millionaire,
okay?
but if you are,
Few things are hard if you're a millionaire. Are
If
they
you're-
pet friendly?
yeah, they are actually.
Okay, good.
I'll say they're very pet friendly.
Lu- I don't think you told everyone that you're a new mother.
Oh, I'm a mother, everyone. Just gave birth. I grew her this weekend, and I gave birth yesterday. Her name is Stevie Nicks.
You
And
changed the cat's name to Stevie Nicks?
what the fuck do you mean I changed it? What was it originally?
You had told us Cleo,
I said that's the Instagram story.
Oh,
but we were talking about it, so that's what he remembers.
Oh,
You said not because you thought Cleo for Cleopatra, but then it didn't fit.
Cleopatra.
It
wait,
didn't
you
suit.
named your cat after a real person's name.
Yeah, 'cause I love Stevie Nicks. 'Cause at first I named her Cleopatra 'cause I thought about Pyramids, the song by Frank Ocean. I was like, Cleopatra, run, run, run. Whatever. But then I was like, when people are going to hear Cleopatra, they're not going to think of the Frank Ocean song. They're going to think of Cleopatra.
The queen.
Yeah,
Yes.
of Egypt. So then I'm
Well,
like,
cats are very
and then they're, yeah.
important in Egyptian.
Yeah, like the Sphinx.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, cats are in Egyptian mythology and culture, ancient Egyptian culture. The cats were very prominent.
And in the royalty too. But
Yeah.
I just, I was like, no, I don't know. She seems more like, she still has a mystical air to her. So I named her Stevie Nicks instead.
Okay.
Because Stevie Nicks is a
I
witch.
don't think I know enough about Stevie Nicks.
She's like a bird in the night.
She's mystical?
Darkness.
Yeah, she is.
I was gonna name her
Oh.
Rhiannon, which is a Fleetwood Mac song, but then I was like, not a lot of people are gonna like that. And
I like Stevie Nicks. Are you calling her Stevie for short?
I do say Stevie because Stevie Nicks is a mouthful, but then I know someone personally named Stevie, and I'm just like, not. I don't want my cat to be named after that person. But so yeah, I'd like to call her by her full government name, so there's no confusion as to who she was named after.
There's no middle name?
Stevie Nicks.
No, but there's no like Stevie M. Nicks? Or...
No, it's
No,
Stevie
her name
Nicks.
is her middle name is Nicks. Stevie Nicks Rizzy.
Oh, I see. Right, of course. My bad.
Do they have like the equivalent of birth certificates for pets?
Well, I went to the Humane Society to get her shots. Oh, now I'm gonna sound fucking crazy. To make an appointment, they needed a name, and I didn't have a name, so I told them, I told them Olive. So this bitch has had like 7 different names.
Wow.
Because my friends who found her called her Luna. Then I didn't like Luna because I
And-
know Luna, and I don't fuck with that Luna.
Oh.
So then I
'Cause
was
at
like,
first you liked Luna.
I do. Like as a kid, I had a toy named Luna that I was obsessed with. But as an adult, I met a Luna. I don't fuck with that Luna. So then I was like, okay, Olive. I don't know. It sounded good, but then I was like, her name's not Olive. And then I was like, Cleopatra.
I think because you had the olive oil on the brain.
Yeah. And then I went to some dinner. Well, the olive oil thing, I guess it did happen before, but
Well, I'm glad. I thought you were going to say that you didn't want your cat to get vaccinated or something. Like you were going to
No, I'm
go
not an-
like some
I'm
kind of
not an idiot.
cat anti-vaxxer. thing.
No, but and then
What vaccinations do cats get?
they get like the anti-worming, and they get also, oh my god, there's a big one. What is it called? It's huge. It's like a thing in adults or like people.
Tetanus?
No. Cat vaccines, kitten vaccines. Hold on.
How similar are the
They don't get that many. They get like 3 vaccines.
viruses that cross over from cats to humans?
They get a leukemia vaccine.
There's
Really?
a leukemia vaccine for cats?
Yeah.
And not for people.
That's,
They get
yeah.
a
What's up with that?
They get a series of rabies vaccines.
Rabies. That's the one.
Cats get rabies? I thought just
Like
dogs
any
got them.
wild
But,
animal.
you can get rabies too.
I know, that's one of the crossover ones. But there's stuff like cats get that they can't give us. Right.
Probably.
Thank you, doctor.
I'm not a veterinarian.
So there's the FELV is a feline leukemia virus.
Right. So the point is, you got your cat the shot.
And then the
No,
feline
she was too young.
immunodeficiency
Oh,
virus.
she's too young to
that
get
I
shots?
knew.
She's too young.
Oh. So what
She's
she
like,
got done?
they said she's probably breaking 6 weeks now, and she needs to be at least 8 weeks.
Got it. Okay.
She didn't get anything done.
And it's a she, right?
Yes. Well, as we,
Right.
it's all a guess. This entire bitch's life is a fucking guess. She has no real name. We don't know what gender she is
Why don't you know?
because
You
it takes. You have to develop a little to see if like balls will drop or whatever. But when
Oh.
they're so young, you can't really tell.
I'm
So
waiting
you
for
just
mine.
assumed?
Well, when I took
There's-
her to the Humane Society, they had their best employee come and look at her, like feel her up, and they were like, "Yeah, I'm pretty sure she's a girl. I don't see any balls dropping anytime soon." I'm like, "Okay."
You didn't take her to that Aventura Pet Hospital, did you?
Why?
That's such a terrible reference. You're a bad person. Cut
I'm a
that.
bad person.
There was this Aventura veterinarian who was fucking animals.
Oh.
A
couple
she
years
said
back.
The best employee was feeling her up. I just thought you got
Oh, I never heard that story.
No, that story was
suspicious.
dumb.
Oh, it was horrible.
That story was demented.
Yeah, the guy went to jail for a long time.
Good.
He shouldn't be. He should be euthanized.
He
Yeah.
should be euthanized.
Like, that's weird. I'm
That's
so
just-
sorry.
That's
That's
beyond.
What a way to throw a career away, too. That's a long time to become a vet. It's
what
not
if that
like-
was his entire like urge, and that's
It's
why he became a
possible.
vet? That was
It's possible.
I don't know.
I'm disturbed.
no.
Well, that's a
everyone was.
separate. That's not Crime and Plastic. That's a separate podcast.
Yeah, it's not a podcast I want to be on.
That's animal and crime,
Yeah.
Right.
No.
Crime and Pets.
Can't do it.
crime and pets,
No.
crime and vets.
Ooh, spin off.
Spin off. We'll sell
We
the
just
rights.
we just have that one story.
It's enough.
I have a feeling there are more. And
Yeah,
I
if
don't
there's
know
one,
what it-
there's one, there's
Yeah.
more.
That's
than one.
disgusting. Anyway,
Zero place. Okay, go ahead. What's your story
Stevie
today?
Nicks.
So Stevie Nicks,
she's at home right
she's
now.
at home. Okay, and you got it.
Congratulations on
Thank
your new baby.
She's gonna be so happy if I get the apartment of my dreams
Yeah.
because it's like all open,
Right.
industrial loft.
No carpeting.
No carpets. She can
You're
just
not
run
supposed
around.
to cut their nails, right? That's like mean.
You're not
uh,
supposed to declaw them, but you can cut
You
their
can
nails.
cut their nails. And what about are you gonna do you neuter her also?
I'm not gonna spay her yet, but I should. No, they say I
Assuming
will.
it's a her.
No, I think I have to because then later, if you wait after once they go through puberty, it's really hard to spay them. There's like a really
Window.
short window where you can get them spayed, and it becomes almost impossible.
When do cats reach puberty?
Oh my god, so early. They can have babies like when they're a baby, like when they're like 6 months.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so I gotta get her sprayed.
See,
probably soon.
get on that.
But what if she wants kittens?
Do you want kittens?
If she wants kittens.
Do you want kittens?
No, I would never do that to her, like queen. I'll get her spayed.
Okay, well, congratulations on Stevie Nicks.
Thank you.
I think you're gonna be a great mom. I have no doubts.
I'm already spoiling her.
No, she showed me this crazy bag she has. I thought it was like one of those pet carriers, like a stroller.
It's not even crazy. It's literally just like a little pet bag. It looks like a lunchbox.
Yeah, I saw it.
I don't know.
saw
My
it.
generation didn't have pet bags.
Yeah, what did you do? Leave them at home or on the street?
We never growing up.
I
There were a
sh-
lot of pets in my neighborhood. There was no pet carriers. There was no pet
You didn't spo-
strollers. There was nothing.
They just let their pets
Die.
be
No, you
just
you
man.
walked a dog on a leash. Your cat, you didn't even walk.
The
That
cats
little
are their own thing.
collar. And then when you put them on an airplane, they put them in a cage and underneath the,
Yeah, they don't do
Done.
that anymore.
yeah.
We have, well, that's basically the softer version of the cage. So I could drive
I hear you.
with her in the car and take her to her vet appointments.
Does she like being in that thing, or does she get
Yeah, she
upset?
falls
I
asleep.
was reminded of that guy, that plastic surgeon murderer guy who threw the cat in the car.
Yeah,
There were no cat. You just put your cat in the back seat and you drove.
but then
What
the,
plastic
and then the
surgeon?
cat attacked him.
Yeah.
Robert Birnbaum,
Remember that story?
and then he said the cat he had to
He
like
strangled the
he
cat.
strangled the cat because the cat was jumping on it while he was driving.
Right. Maybe
I
cat,
remember him strangling the cat. But I don't remember why he was doing it.
Well, he
Maybe
strangled 2 cats.
maybe cat carriers are a
God.
good idea then.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think I like carriers. Because
She falls asleep.
I'm not saying. I'm just saying they weren't around.
I showed her this cool
20 years,
sweatshirt
30
they
years
have
ago.
now that it's almost like a kangaroo pouch. Like it has a little pouch you can put your cat in
That's
your
cute.
sweatshirt. It
That's
is cool.
cute.
It is cute. Alrighty. So now we are going to talk about Dr. Mark Schreiber, a Florida plastic surgeon.
This is already bad.
He went to medical school at the University of Cincinnati and did his residency at University of Miami.
Good schools.
Yeah.
Both good schools.
He did, but didn't work out for him so well.
Well, we know
school isn't everything.
we know a certain valedictorian from Dartmouth Medical School.
Yeah. Okay, so he was board certified plastic surgeon. His first trouble happened in 1998.
Oh, so he was in private practice, board certified, and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then, so in 1998, he had trouble with the Florida's health department because he had a patient death. He was performing a penis enlargement with autologous fat transfer. That
Wow.
seems very
Very
advanced for 1998,
very
right?
advanced for 98. By the way, I was still in my general surgery residency at that time. I'm surprised I didn't hear about this. So you had a patient death doing a fat transfer to the penis.
Yeah, fat transfer to the penis, a face and neck lift, and blepharoplasty, and laser resurfacing.
What was the cause of death?
So the cause of death, according to the autopsy, was a valvular heart disease due to phenfluramine therapy. Contributory condition, complications of plastic surgery.
So it wasn't the penis fat transfer that killed him. It was he had a heart disease from taking phentermine.
Yes.
Which was fen was very popular back then.
Yes.
Fen. You know what that is?
No.
Well, can you tell us, Rosie?
It is. It was weight loss pill.
Mm-hmm.
It was an appetite suppressant, but it ended up having a bunch of complications.
Heart disease.
Oh, guys, that's scary.
But it's different. It's different than the stuff that's out now.
Very different. In fact, they don't prescribe fen anymore.
No.
You can have the phentermine, but not the other one. There's like two fen.
Phenfluramine.
That's the one. That's the bad one, right? Don't take that.
So why he was put on probation for this is because he did not get. I think he knew that he was taking fen, and he didn't get an EKG on the patient or chest X-ray prior to the surgery.
How old was the patient? Did it say?
Old enough to need a facelift.
51.
That's me. I'm 51.
You think you need a facelift?
No.
51 is kind of early.
And then
for
the surgery was long. It was I think it started at 12 and ended. No, it started earlier. It was like almost an 8-hour surgery.
Right.
Yeah.
My question is, if you're gonna go through 50 years with your skinny penis, why add why
Maybe
why at 50 where you just like, I need a fat penis now?
First of all, he was 51, and secondly, maybe it got smaller. I mean, people shrink. People shrink.
Oh, the surgery
use it or lose it.
Do you think that maybe the fen was also making his penis?
You know, it's
skinnier?
possible. It's possible if he's losing weight. It's possible.
The surgery was actually longer. It was from 8:30 to 6:45.
That's a long time. Yeah,
he died at 9:30 p.m. that night.
Oh, that's sad.
Yeah.
That's sad. Okay,
So
I won't
he
make
was-
jokes about his penis.
So he was
Really.
He was, let's see, at 7:30 after the completion of surgery, the patient became agitated, was yelling, and he was given Versed to calm him down.
Yeah.
And then the doctor left him. He stayed overnight with the night nurse, and then he got like at 8:15. The Dr. Schreiber left. At 9:15, he was called back because he was in distress. They went to the emergency room, and he was pronounced dead.
That's sad.
That's sad.
Yeah. So they say that the doctor should have known that fen had been withdrawn from the market and caused heart disease, and should have performed like a more thorough clearance before he did surgery on this patient.
Right.
Good for the Florida board back then. I
yeah.
feel like they don't have that same
He
care.
said he should
these
not
days.
have scheduled surgery of this length and magnitude in an office surgery facility.
Agreed.
And that also giving him Versed after made it worse because it suppresses respiration.
It does. Correct. Now, I will say this since you mentioned the Florida board in the 90s. There were a slew of liposuction deaths in Florida in the 90s. And in fact, there was an emergency moratorium where you could not do liposuction in Florida for a couple of years.
Yeah, I remember.
And the reason was because people were doing liposuction in their offices, not under general anesthesia. They were using just local and injecting too much lidocaine. And so patients would be fine during surgery. They wouldn't have any pain or anything like that. They would go home, and then the lidocaine would seep into their bloodstream, and they would die of lidocaine toxicity at home after the surgery. So that was that same time period. So the board was very, I would say, hypersensitive at that time towards plastic surgery deaths. Not that they aren't now, but you're right. It was a little different back then.
Yeah, I feel like now, I mean, that guy just got fucking 15 days. I mean, that's not Florida, but
It's Colorado.
15 days. He didn't call 911.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What the?
Then 4 years later, Schreiber again, he had a
Wait, 4 days later?
4 years.
4 years later. Okay.
Yes. Another patient, Ralph DiGiovanni, he was a developer, 73-year-old developer, was having a neck lift at his office, and he died of a heart attack 2 days after. So they issued an emergency suspension after that death.
But why? I mean, people who are 73 get heart attacks.
I don't know.
Kinda sus.
I don't have that. For some reason, when I looked up his like record on the board, this one didn't come up. It came up after. So even though he had his license was suspended, apparently he still continued to practice, and he did surgery on 4 more women with his license suspended.
See, that's no good.
And said he claims that he let people he told them it was suspended and he would have to transfer care to other people and they didn't want, but I think that they all said that was bullshit. So he was arrested. He was forced to, so he continued practicing medicine. He was forced to give up his license. He voluntarily gave it up, and he had to serve 2 years in prison.
Really?
Because he operated on 4 different women. And he was also sued over a botched surgery that he did at a hospital, Palm Beach Bethesda Memorial Hospital. And in 2016, I don't know why so much later than when he did it, the jury awarded her $7.7 million.
Maybe it takes time to get through the system. So wait, so let me get the time frame right.
So this is
98, 2002.
2002, but actually the emergency suspension was in 2005.
Okay.
And then he went to jail in 2008. He got out of prison in 2010.
Maybe they couldn't try him because he was in prison. Maybe they had to wait. Maybe because of civil, I don't know.
Maybe. And then he continued, in 2010, he has no license. He continued to practice covertly. And he was
in Florida.
In Florida.
What?
He was working for the now defunct Bella Beauty Spa, where hundreds of women had their butts injected with misbranded and illegal silicone. Have you heard of them? The Bella Beauty Spa?
Yes. Didn't we? I don't know. For some reason, it rings a bell.
I don't know.
I feel like everything with the name
Bell. Bella is a bad name, you're saying.
And then he was
like everything that has to do with like plastic surgery or like cosmetics, and Bella is just where you go wrong. Like Kai Bella wrong. This Bella Spa wrong.
I don't want to say Sona Bella, but whatever.
Yeah. The owner, Maribel Jimenez, was sentenced to 6 years in prison because she was importing silicone from Colombia. And then another employee, Magali de Rosario, was sentenced to 4 years and 8 months in federal prison. So he was there.
What was he doing?
He was practicing
doing the same thing, like injecting.
Yeah, he was.
Wow.
And then so one of the patients of Bella Beauty suffered permanent injuries from a botched BBL, and he was charged criminally. And the court ordered Jimenez, the owner, that's Jimenez.
She's very pretty.
No, yeah, very. $818,000 of damages to this patient, and he was charged criminally and have to pay an additional $145,000 to another patient for botching her procedure. Then He also pled guilty. He had another penis case that it was hard to actually like the trial because the guy didn't want to come forward because he was embarrassed. But he got penis filler from another doctor and then went to Schreiber to fix it. And when he woke up, his penis was like mangled. And then he sent a picture to Schreiber, and Schreiber just told him that just to put like 2 popsicle sticks to hold it straight and put ice on it. I'm not laughing at I'm just laughing that this actually.
We need to do
like
more
real
episodes
life.
regarding penises because this is kind of funny.
So he said that.
Did he mention any flavor popsicle, or could it be any popsicle?
He said the man. So when the man regained consciousness at home, he discovered blood-soaked bandages and that his penis had been mutilated. He sent text message photos of his mangled genitals to Schreiber. And then Schreiber said...
Do you have the pictures?
No.
But why would he just send someone home with a
said,
mangled penis?
At that point, rather than referring the gentleman to a hospital, he recommends to take 2 popsicle sticks and tie his penis together and wait for the swelling to go down.
I mean, look, let's give the doctor the benefit of the doubt.
Why?
I mean, because mangled is not a medical term. I mean, obviously, anything that happens to your penis, any incision's going to look mangled. You know what I mean? I want to see a picture before I cast aspersions on the good doctor.
The good doctor.
I don't know how good a doctor he is.
That's crazy. Florida man.
But the popsicle sticks, I mean, that's like in a pinch. It probably would work in a pinch.
Would you do that?
No.
So,
I would definitely, at least I would meet the guy at the office and like,
Yes.
see, what do you mean mangled? You know, let me see what's going on.
I've seen you. I mean, you don't do penis surgeries, but you do brists, and if you're even have a thought of anything, you make them come in, or you go to their house,
I mean,
or
the penis is very important to a guy.
Yes, so
Yeah, it's not something you can like wait till the morning.
no, it's not.
No.
I was gonna say the doctor couldn't have thought it was so bad to just like send him home with a mangled penis.
Right.
It's almost like you go like
I mean,
botch,
then if
botch
it's
something,
blood
you're like,
soaked,
go home.
maybe it was just fluid. It could. Maybe it
Who
wasn't. Who
knows?
knows? But
It's not a good look in
Yeah.
writing, though.
No, it's not a good look.
Without seeing the picture, I can't really
So then
judge.
for all
Popsicle sticks.
so now he's 62, Schreiber.
Aye.
And well, this is
What year are we up to now?
we are up to 2017. He's 62.
Okay.
And he pled guilty to all his illegal doctoring that he was doing without a license.
And the popsicle stick thing, too?
And the popsicle stick. And he agreed to spend 44 months. So he might be
In prison.
in prison. So he probably is out now.
Yeah.
Hopefully he's not back practicing somewhere
He
in Florida.
definitely is.
Like, he didn't even, like,
Le-
change like, he went back to the same state.
Yeah.
The same...
He's 100% still practicing.
Well, guys, don't go to Mark Schreiber if
Did
you're
he,
here in
he
Florida.
used the same name? He didn't even, like, change his name?
No, he didn't change his name.
Like,
No. He just went to...
just kept going.
Yeah, just kept going.
And this has been in the papers. This is interesting because I've been here for the last 25, more than
You never
that.
heard of him, right?
I never heard of him. I've been here for like, how many years?
A while.
Almost 30 years.
Yeah. I never heard of him either. I was also surprised.
Miami, never heard of him.
that guy
Surprised to
is
find these new
crazy.
stories.
And usually unfortunately, the victims are always women. But this story,
This was a man.
bit of a change.
They were all men.
Yeah, the
Most of them
two-
were
Their-
men,
their
yeah.
Deaths
They were
were,
men.
the deaths were men.
Yeah.
And the penis was obviously a man.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, he seemed like he was a pioneer in penis surgery.
Yeah.
To
fat transfer in
1998
the
to do that.
90s.
That was that. I never heard of someone doing that in 1998.
That's ballsy.
Yeah, I mean, it's ballsy, but like if you're still fucking them up in 2016, you're obviously not that good.
Well, someone else fucked it up. He was fixing the fuck up, so maybe he just couldn't fix it. Someone put fucked up filler in this guy.
Do not put fucked up filler in your penis.
Why don't you just? These people are like, if you're 50, it's not like women's
You know,
cosmetic
50
surgery.
is not death, okay? You know,
No.
I'm 51. You act like 50 is like,
No,
why
hold
bother?
on, hold
Like,
on.
we should just all go jump off a bridge together.
I'm just
I mean,
saying. I would say the same thing. I would say the same thing to women, but the difference is that like women's bodies actually change throughout their lives because they have children, they
you don't think
breastfeed.
men's bodies change.
Not the.
Have you
Not
seen
the-
Barry's balls?
Maybe the balls, but like
yes, they hang into the toilet.
Your
They have to, like,
penis-
stand up.
your penis is not all of a sudden gonna just get like skinny winny. Like you had
no,
a skinny
but
penis
if
to
the
begin
balls
with.
stretch, the skin comes from somewhere. I'm
So
sure.
what do you do for that?
You can do a ball tuck.
No, shut the fuck up.
Absolutely can.
Is that a popular procedure?
Not in my practice.
I watched this show, like this show on HBO where like you date people based on their bodies.
Oh, someone told me, but we're talking
It
about
was
this in the
me.
operating room.
I was-
thought it was you talking
me.
about it. Oh,
So first they show you like
ankles.
their I actually think they show you the feet. Then they show you the penis, and then they show you the chest, and then the face. And once you see the face, you get to hear their voice. Anyway, the women there. It's a UK show, of course, and the women in the UK are so fucking vulgar. They're like, "Oh, I like when balls hang in it. Like, I like a hanging ball, don't I?" Like I don't.
So you see, the 51-year-old is going for that kind of a girl.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I mean?
There's always someone who's gonna like your dangling balls, so just don't tuck them.
You know what? To each his own. If it makes him feel better, let him tuck his balls.
If you
What's
don't
the big
think you
deal?
have a nice penis, go to the UK.
There's someone for you there.
Well, they're
I was-
very forgiving of teeth and penis.
They're very-
They
They're-
are very teeth forgiving.
They
in the
are.
UK.
Yes.
No, but they're also very penis forgiving because I was seeing these like uncircumcised messes, like actually mangled. And they were like, "Well, I quite like that penis." And I'm like, "What?" I'm like, "Bring this show to America. Shit will look
When you
different."
say mangled, you mean like it was curved funny,
Like
or
everything.
it was just all
I've never
gross
seen
looking?
I've never seen a penis in the shape of a pyramid.
Was there cheese coming out?
It literally was like
the foreskin. It was too much foreskin.
no, it was literally a pyramid. I was like, I
Well,
cannot believe I just
European,
saw this.
It's like a much larger proportion of European men do not get circumcised.
Yes,
None.
Yeah, none.
Yeah,
Based on
none.
that show, fucking none.
None,
It's just an
yeah.
American
So
thing?
much so that
Yeah, it's funny because it started in England.
So
during
why
the
is it
Victorian
why is
era,
it just more popular in America than anywhere else?
Because we're clean and nice, and we care about teeth too. It doesn't make it wrong.
no, because even like I think that it's so uncommon there
It's
to have a
so-
circumcised penis that the
it's-
women were like
Ew, when
they
saw one.
leaned toward all the uncircumcised penises. They were like, I never saw them compliment a circumcised penis once, and I watched like 20 episodes.
Wow,
20 episodes of penis.
wow.
I was-
How much time? Wow, that's a lot of episodes.
No, because they show like 4 different contestants in one episode.
Oh,
Do you know what I mean?
interesting. So 20
Yeah.
penises. Well, and it's on Netflix, you say?
It's on HBO, of
HBO,
course. How can you see
yeah.
all that?
Yes.
Well,
HBO is
the
no censorship on HBO.
for what it's worth, I think a
Christ.
circumcised penis is much cleaner.
Like a whole community against circumcising
know.
penises.
They're wrong.
Oh. Triggered. I'd be so mad. I would see them on my college campuses. I'm like, it's too late. You know what I mean? Like the people like go do this in a hospital where like your change will be felt. Like the young men you're seeing walking around, it's a little too late for them. I mean, it's never too late, but like, you know.
No, you can't uncircumcise. once
Oh
you're
yeah.
circumcised.
You
Sorry. Yeah.
Could,
you're right.
but you,
How?
you could
You
put a
roll
skin.
back the skin.
No, you
Skin-
put a skin graft.
I was-
Like,
I was
like you can't unroll. No, it's gone. You can't unroll.
Like it's
It's
too
gone.
late.
Once it's in the trash, it's gone.
It's gone.
It's not coming back.
All right, well, that's the story of Dr. Mark Schreiber. Hopefully he's not practicing anymore. He's in his late 60s by now, so
If he's out of prison,
yeah, if he's out of prison,
assuming he had good behavior.
he might be good for the prison program. We should
Oh yeah. Although, do you
He's gonna mangle some penises.
popsicles?
I'm not sure that'd be
Yeah.
great for their self-esteem.
I don't know. We should start our prison
Prison
plastic
plastic
surgery
surgery.
What's his name?
hospital. Mark Schreiber.
Mark Schreiber, if you're listening, come tell us your story.
Did you really?
Have a sit down with us.
We want to hear the other side of the story.
Yes.
Well, you said let's give him the benefit of the
Well, I
doubt."
would want to see the picture because like
Mangled is
mangled, put a popsicle
is-
on it. Doesn't really. It doesn't add up, Put a popsicle. Two
Popsicle
sticks.
sticks.
Popsicle sticks,
No,
not the popsicles.
If
truth
it's
is,
like a splint.
popsicle sticks do work really well as a splint if you break your fingers or you're spraying them in a jam. It works fine. It's the same thing as you
What
can buy in
if you
CVS.
break your penis? It also works.
Yeah, it
fine?
works fine. I mean, a splint is a splint, you know.
This just in, Dr. Miami would tell you to put a popsicle stick.
But a popsicle stick. See, the thing is this: what I think of as a popsicle stick, I think of a tongue depressor, like a thick thing.
Yeah.
But popsicle stick is really like
Thin
a
and
narrow,
short.
thin and that's what I mean. Like, how long is this popsicle? Whatever.
Maybe that's what he meant, though.
like a tongue depressor.
Yeah, like he was trying to compare it to a household item. Maybe.
Oh, I see. It could be. Yeah.
Maybe.
Well,
I don't know. Well,
that was
there
an
you go.
interesting.
yes, that's
Episode.
Dr.
that's-
Schreiber or Mr. Schreiber, since he doesn't have a license.
You know, every time I go to look at a story, I think the stories are gonna run out, and that I'm like, what's gonna happen to crime and plastic? Because I'm not gonna be able to find stories, and then I find the story all the time, and it happened here, and I never heard of it.
And just the hidden gems.
Yeah, there's a lot of this happened right here in Florida. It's not part of the lore that we've heard
Well, now
here.
it is.
So now it is. So
Oh my
you
goodness.
heard it here first on Crime and Plastic, and probably the Miami Herald.
Have a great week. Stay beautiful. And this week's episode is brought to you by Instacart. It's not instant, but it is magic.
And popsicles. Bye.
What's that brand of popsicles? It's called Popsicles.
Yeah, I think so. Popsicles. Yes.
This episode is brought to you by HBO and that one show.
It's called what's it called? Dating.
It's called
Dating naked
I
or
don't
something.
know, naked attraction or something like that.
Naked attraction. It's
All
called
right.
dicks.
It's called uncircumcised penis on your TV at 3 p.m. on a Tuesday.
It's called hot dogs with the buns.
It's called I quite like that penis.
Oh, I like that penis.
All right, guys. Have a great week.
That's a nice saggy bowl, isn't it?
Enjoy. Bye.
Bye.